all came
about. So this is your birth certificate. Mm-hmm. It originally had one man's name, and now it's been changed to Fisher. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I should have John Clayton Fisher listed as father. Exactly. So you admit that there were at least 2 men that you were intimate with during the same time because you weren't sure who your daughter's father was. How many relationships?
I was intimate with John one time at that time.
Right, but she don't at that time.
According to what my paperwork from her saying that when she was with him one time and back date was in my conception date. Here you go.
How do you know how many times I was with him? Because you said you was with him one time. So let me take a look. You prepared a calendar that outlines
the conception of my year of when she would have got pregnant with me.
So in yellow, the dates are highlighted where your mom was intimate with Mr. Triplett. And then the bluish green color indicates when she was intimate with Mr. Fisher. Yeah. Bottom line is, it's the same week.
And ain't no telling. I don't know.
Who did you think at that time was the father of your child?
So
you believe what? Let me understand this. You decided it was Mr. Fisher. Why did you tell everyone that Mr. Triplett was your daughter's father for 10 years?
He was there. Okay, at the time. Listen, I never told John and I never told Calvin. I never told John and I never told Calvin.
So you're telling me that this man is just raising this little girl, but you never told him this is your child? What? Let me get this together. Miss Fisher, so all this time you're growing up and you've been told Mr. Triplett is your father. Yes. But deep down in your heart, you always felt like Mr. Fisher was her father. Whoa. Jerome, please go ahead and report. I have got to hear from these two fathers and understand what they were told and what they know. Because this is confusing. Miss Fisher, I'm confused right with you. Hello, sir.
Hello, Judge.
Now, Mr. Fisher,
yeah.
You now contend that this beautiful young lady, Miss Fisher, is your daughter.
Yeah.
But for the first 10 years of her life, you weren't there.
I was there, but I wasn't there to walk her through her way as a young woman, or as a child to a young woman. That time she was born to 10, but I've always been in her life as far as that part, and I was always pretty funny to her mom.
Oh, you've known this child since she was born.
Cleveland was born. I was standing on a street called Vans, and I was in the house that day, summertime, having a good time.
Uh-huh.
I went to the door, the people. I saw her. Opened the door, said, "Why don't you get in the van and look in the back of the seat?" So I get in the van and look in the back of the seat. I saw this pretty little girl, pretty little black girl. That was Miss Fisher, Kalina. She had real curly hair like I had when I was baby, my big picture. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a pretty little girl you got there. Who's the father? She said, I just want to bring the baby over here so you can see the good child. And I said, okay, she's looking real good.
Did you ask her definitively, you bring her this baby, this is a beautiful baby, this is your baby, do I have anything to do with that?
Yes, I did. I asked.
And did you get an answer?
Not a direct answer.
So when you walked away from the van that day, you walked away feeling what? That I don't have a baby or that I might have a baby?
Oh, that I might have a baby?
You just told the court that you always thought it was his baby. Why didn't you tell him? You voluntarily said, I am the father?
Well, so paid child support for Cleveland.
Ever since she was born, all this stuff she was my daughter.
You said you received both of them, me and Calvin.
So I can keep it honest, so we have to come up like this.
You're admitting just made it.
We have kids, listen to them. They're trying to tell you something.
You don't really know which one is truly your biological father. When it comes to the paternity of 26-year-old Kalina, it has been determined that her father is.
Don't nothing change, Calvin. Don't nothing change.
You can only get Wendy's new saucy nugs at Wendy's. So if anyone ever tries to tell you they have saucy nugs at home, you might want to see what else they're hiding. Because that person lies. For a whole new way to nugs, you gotta be Wendy's.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
Now it's done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling in RA and PSA, relieve fatigue, and stop further joint damage. And in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal cancers, including lymphoma and skin, heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occur. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
It could help you save.
If you're a smoker, I have a tip for you. Make a video of yourself before all this happens.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT NOW.
Confused by the Medicare ABCs? If you have original Medicare, then you have Parts A and B. Have you considered Part C? Medicare Part C is sometimes known as a Medicare Advantage plan, and it's one of the best ways to help protect yourself from out-of-pocket Medicare costs. If you only have Medicare Parts A and B, there are 3 things you should do. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, give the licensed insurance agent your zip code. 3, see what Part C plans with benefits are available to you. 1, 2, 3. It's that easy. Medicare Part C plans are available with benefits you may not be receiving with your current plan. If you're losing benefits, moving, or new to Medicare, you may be eligible to enroll in a plan today, but you won't know unless you 1, call the number on your screen now. 2, give the licensed insurance agent your zip code. 3, see what Part C plans with benefits are available to you. Medicare Part C plans are available now. Plans may include benefits you are not currently receiving. Call today. You don't get a Medicare Advantage plan automatically. Call to find out if you're eligible for a special enrollment period. If you're losing benefits, moving, or new to Medicare, you may be eligible to enroll in a plan today. If you only have Medicare Parts A and B, there are 3 things you should do. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, give the licensed insurance agent your zip code. 3, see what Part C plans with benefits are available to you. 1, 2, 3. It's that easy. Medicare Part C plans are available with benefits you may not be receiving with your current plan. If you're losing benefits, moving, or new to Medicare, you may be eligible to enroll in a plan today, but you won't know unless you call. Call today for your free Medicare benefits review. The call is free. There's no obligation. Call 800-404-6912. That's 800-404-6912. 800-404-6912. Call now.
I deserve to know who my father is. You admit you weren't sure your daughter's father was.
Exactly.
You just told the court that you always thought it was his baby. Why didn't you tell him?
I just kind of beat around the bush and I just did. And that was my chance. And I had a lot of chances to tell.
Okay,
at that
all right. Bottom line is, when she comes by in the van with the baby, you say to yourself, this could be my child, but since she didn't say anything definitive to me, you just didn't say anything at all and walked away.
Yes, I did.
From that point on, you were in Miss Fisher's life.
Yeah. She was sick one time. She would call me. I'll come over, spend on the phone with her, give her some money, and look at her and check on her. But I also paid child support for Cleveland.
Is that
All that time.
Was he paying child support to you even before he went to court for the name change? So no support was given.
No, that came later.
But he said he was giving you money for
Yes, he
about
was.
a year.
But
Is that child support?
not through the court.
Yeah, but child support doesn't have to come through the
Child
court.
support. It doesn't come
But look, man. But look.
Hold on, take me to this action. You brought an action. You brought the child support over there. At some point, you wanted to find out if she your daughter.
Right.
Why did you all of a sudden, after 10 years of just giving money and being a godfather, what made you do that?
I told her my heart would be the right thing to do at the time.
Okay.
And the judge said, well, Mary, she's 10 years old now. We think backfill the time she's born that she can pay child support. We're going to call today, this month, pay child support.
And you voluntarily
Yes, I did.
said, I am the father?
Yes, I
You
did.
didn't even take a DNA test. You said, she told me I was the father, so I am.
Yes, I did.
Because in court that day, you obviously, when the judge asked you, you said, this is her father.
And all that time, I even kept the sonogram that she had gave me for the job. That's clear. I've always kept that.
Did you know he had this all these years? He kept this? This is you. You had no idea he had that level of love or attachment.
That's a different type of love.
So let me understand now Mr. Triplett's point of view. He's joining us from his hometown. Mr. Triplett, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
You're saying you were not attempting to get child support for two men at the same time for one child.
It was very upsetting to hear that.
You don't really know which one is truly your biological father.
If you have kids, listen to them. They're trying to tell you something.
There is a lot of doubt here. When it comes to the paternity of 26-year-old Kalina, it has been determined that her father is.
I was wrong. I apologize. Mainly more importantly to believe.
Remember when I said that we may have to make some slight changes for the appraiser? What else has to go? Everything. We should spend more time with him when he comes home from school. You're not here.
I'm just getting to a place where my career is taking off.
You've always been flexible.
Exactly. I've always been flexible.
Johnson. All new episode 78.7 Central on Bounce. How'd it happen?
She showed up dead on her mind.
This never gets easier.
It does when you call car shield before your car breaks down. Look at these prices. The camshaft, transmission, engine.
Don't people know? A plan through Car Shield could protect up to 5,000 parts and systems.
You hate to see it.
An out of warranty car is going to break down eventually.
Right, which is why they need a plan through car shield.
Best of all, you'll get access to Car Shield's concierge service, who can even help you find a mechanic near you.
They're gonna find the family.
Poor guy, he doesn't even know what's coming.
Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all.
We can keep trying. Didn't have to end this way. If he'd have just called Car Shield before his car broke down. Exactly. Car Shield has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau and was voted America's most trusted auto protection company. It's time to call Car Shield now. Call 800-577-9077.
This is an urgent notice for anyone that owes over $10,000 in back taxes to the IRS. You may qualify to have a large portion of your past due taxes forgiven. Civic Tax Relief Special Tax Relief Hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I owe the IRS $37,000. Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS. By the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Don't take all the IRS alone. Call for your free tax forgiveness information now.
Civic Tax Relief, they were able to save me upwards of $80,000 that had I not reached out to them. They handle it from A to Z. They work for you.
Civic Tax Relief can help stop wage garnishment, protect your home, and save you thousands. Get your free tax forgiveness information now. 800-211-6117. That's 800-211-6117. 800-211-6117.
With so many mesothelioma lawyers on television, how do you choose the right firm for you and your family? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and here's my advice to you. Do your research. Results matter. Reputation matters. As America's largest injury firm, we have more offices, more lawyers, and more caring staff members than any other injury firm in the world. Last year alone, our team answered over 2 million of your calls and recovered over $1 billion from our clients. $30 billion was set aside for mesothelioma victims like you. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, we'll come to you within 24 hours so our team can get to work right away. Wherever you are, whenever you want. Our goal is to get you as much as you deserve. Call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
I was growing up thinking that one man was my father. At the age of 10, I found out it could possibly be somebody else.
You admit you weren't sure your daughter's father was. You voluntarily said, I am the father.
But also pay child support for Cleveland.
Mr. Triplett, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Triplet, we've been trying to understand this issue surrounding Kalina, Miss Fisher's paternity, and what we've come to understand is that for the entire first 10 years of her life, she thought you were her father.
That's correct. I did too.
Did Miss Johnson ever explicitly say to you, this is your child?
Yes, she did. Actually, we were living together for 7 years. And we had one child previous year. And I think we had Kalina the next year. And right away, it was my daughter. And this guy, John, was never around. I never seen him. So I figured the only time he would come around unless I was at work or something. He first popped up, could have been 3 to 4 years later, but obviously it's been around before that, but that's the first time.
Obviously. So take me to the day that you heard that Mr. Fisher could be Kalina's father, which was, in your mind, was your daughter. Take me to that day. What happened?
It was very upsetting to hear that, but when I found out, almost like she found out when I seen somewhere in the mail with her last name being Fisher. And so.
Wait a minute. You just started seeing mail come to your house with Kalina's name changed to Fisher?
Yes, you can say that.
Miss Johnson, you went to the courthouse and did all of this legal stuff with Mr. Fisher and never told Mr. Triplet that the name had changed?
Mr. Triplet and I really weren't even we were together, but we weren't not together. And I feel like it wasn't, I mean, yes, I should have told him, but being myself, being selfish. You say you deceived both of them, me and Calvin. Now, was Calvin saying, Southport? No. I had known Mr. Triplet's family for a long time.
Mr. Triplet, were you supporting Kalina financially, paying support to Miss Johnson at all these years, even when you all had separated?
Yes, I did.
Wow, you did.
Miss Johnson, is this true?
No. Calvin's a good person. He's always been there for me. What are you saying right now? No. And Kalina tell you that. I'm sorry. Love you much, but no.
I may not help as much as he did, but I did help.
So, Ms. Fisher, I see that you're getting emotional, and you don't really know which one is truly your biological father. What are you feeling? What are you hoping for?
I'm not who my daddy is. A stronger relationship with my dad. Because the doubt, regardless of what anybody say, I feel like it's everybody got that. And that's probably what everybody running from today. I need to know. Because if you're not my daddy, then I don't need to be carrying along with his last name. You know what I mean? My kids know both of them. But
so you're a mother now, and you want to be able to tell your children, this is your grandfather, and that's bothering you. She can't give you.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry.
There is a lot of doubts here in terms of your paternity. Right. But there is no doubt that you are loved, and I hope you know that. You are loved. Been a lot of lack of communication and secrets and.
That's what's there. And I want to say that to Calvin and to John, I love you both. I love that. And I love you more, Mom. And I'm sorry for keeping all this the way we're having to come up like this. And I want to say to you and everybody else here, if you have kids, listen to them. They're trying to tell you something. Don't block them out. And don't ignore it. Face it hand on so it won't come to this. Deal with it.
I want to know too. I want Kalina to know that she deserves that.
Exactly. She does. She needs to get this weight off of her so she can move on and see what she wants to do and how she wants to live her life and be comfortable with whatever the outcome may be.
So, Ms. Johnson, you're admitting from what I'm hearing you say, the choices you made, you just made a huge mistake in terms of not
being honest, not just coming out and just saying, hey, this is what happened, this is how it should have been, and this is what wrong. Not just for her, but for both of them, but I want to make sure that this weight is off of her. She's happy, she's comfortable, she can move on to the next phase of her life with whomever she feels comfortable with. It's up to her.
Okay, I think it's time for the results. Jerome, do you have the results, please? So if everyone is ready, I'll have the results.
Ready?
Okay. In the case of Fisher versus Johnson, when it comes to the paternity of 26-year-old Kalina Fisher, it has been determined that her father is Mr.
Always got you with my daughter.
Nobody changed, Cal.
I just never assumed that John's my dad. You don't have no kids. Just this little girl that you didn't want a blood test for.
I had lost about 50 pounds and kind of stalled. And then a friend had said, you ought to look at Weight Watchers Clinic. And the combination of Weight Watchers and weight loss medication has changed my life. It's a different body, a different world.
Popeye's Big Box is back for just $6.99. When you're hungry, you need a big box. But when they're hungry, you need an even bigger box. Now for only $20. 2 great ways to save at Popeyes.
I'm out here telling people how they can save money with Experian. With Experian, you can see your recurrent subscriptions. And with one click, you can cancel. I like that. It's so easy, I think even Asher can do it. That's amazing. Ethan?
Get started now with the Experian app. Milk chocolate beyond words. Classic recipe by Liz.
It's a little something I've done every night since I was a kid. Empty my pocket change into this old jar. It's never much, just what's left after I break $1. And I never thought that I could get quality life insurance with my spare change.
Neither did I, until I saw a commercial for Colonial Penn. Imagine people our age getting life insurance without loose change.
It's true. If you're 50 to 85, you can get guaranteed acceptance life insurance from Colonial Penn, with options starting less than 35 cents a day, just $9.95 a month. There's no medical exam and no health questions. You know, the average cost of a funeral is over $9,400. Now that's a big burden to leave your loved ones. Add that to your credit card balances and final medical bills, and you've got plenty of reasons to call for free information about this valuable coverage. It's easy to help cover your final expenses with Colonial Penn. As long as you're 50 to 85, in most states, you cannot be turned down because of your health. Your premiums never go up once you're insured, and your benefit never goes down due to your age. Plus, your coverage builds cash value over time, money you can borrow against. So don't wait. Call now for free information and a free gift.
All I did was make a phone call, and all my questions about Colonial Penn life insurance were answered.
It couldn't have been any easier. And we both got the coverage we should have had for years now.
Mm-hmm. With change to spare.
Call 1-800-815-2233 for free information about this valuable life insurance. That's 1-800-815-2233. Or visit us at colonialpenn.com. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-815-2233. When you call, you'll also get this handy beneficiary planner free. 1-800-815-2233. Call now.
Millions of people have lost weight with personalized plans from Noom, like Brittany, who lost 20 pounds. I felt so supported by Noom. It became an anchor for me. Noom has changed my life. Get out today and lose 15 pounds in 15 weeks.
Introducing Milo's Rewards, the new way to unlock savings from the palm of your hand. With every purchase, all loyalty members earn points toward Milo's money. Plus, you get free gifts and free shipping. The all-new Milo's Rewards program is here. Download the app, join, earn, and save today.
I deserve to know who my father is.
You admitted you weren't sure your daughter's father was. You said, she told me I was the father, so I did. Did Ms. Johnson ever say to you, this is your child?
Yes, she did.
There is a lot of doubt here. In the case of Fisher versus Johnson, when it comes to the paternity of 26-year-old Kalina, it has been determined that her father is Mr. Strickland.
Don't let change, Cal. Just down to this phone, man.
Yes.
Are you happy today? You said that you wanted her to be your daughter.
Yes, I always thought she was. We just been married, just had a baby the year before. Like I said, we've been living together 7 years. So I right away, obviously, one of minds too.
Miss Johnson, how do you feel?
I was wrong. I apologize to all three of you, mainly and more importantly to Kalina, because she's always told me that. Dalton is my dad. Dalton, my dad. Like, no, he's not. No, he's not. Like I said, listen to your kids. I just never assumed that John was my dad. He don't have no kids, and she told me that. No possibilities. Just this little girl that you didn't want a blood test for. I couldn't sit with that.
I am so proud of you for being persistent in your pursuit. And that's why this court exists, because it's a place where people can come when they need to seek their truth. And I'm happy that you are. Okay? Good luck to you all. Court is adjourned.
Now that I know that who my dad is, I feel like we're going to, our relationship is a bond stronger. I'm happy with the outcome. I'm happy with my daughter finding out what's really going on. Finally getting that weight up her shoulder means a lot to me. And I'm not going to love her no less. They're not going to love her no less. She's going to get more of that.
Today on paternity.
My mom has a husband, but she would sleep with another guy.
I'm not perfect mom. I never tried.
This dad is telling me that this dad might not even be my real father.
Why do you have to doubt?
I first met her at a party. She slept with 4 guys that night.
She's here not just because she wants her father. She's here because she wants her mother.
I came here for you.
I just wish one day she would admit to my face what she did was wrong. I just really hope it is, but yet.
Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor. This is a case of Ferguson versus Marcel.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Your life may not be your biological father. You have petitioned the court for paternity test on Mr. Ferguson, who we'll hear from in a moment. Now, Ms. Munsell, you acknowledge that you finally confessed to your daughter that you slept with more than one man at the time of her conception. You two are unsure what today's results will reveal.
Finally getting that weight up her shoulder means a lot to me. And I'm not going to love her no less. They're not going to love her no less. She's going to get more of that.
Today on paternity.
My mom has a husband, but she would sleep with another guy.
I'm not perfect mom. I never tried to be.
This dad is telling me that this dad might not even be my real father.
Why do you have to doubt?
I first met her at a party. She slept with 4 guys that night.
She's here not just because she wants her father. She's here because she wants her mother.
I came here for you.
I just wish one day she would admit to my face what she did was wrong. I just really hope it is, but yet.
Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor. This is a case of Ferguson versus Marcel.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Miss Ferguson, you brought your mother to court today because you were recently shocked to learn that Ken Ferguson, who raised you your entire life, may not be your biological father. You have petitioned the court for paternity test on Mr. Ferguson, whom we'll hear from in a moment. Now, Ms. Munsell, you acknowledge that you finally confessed to your daughter that you slept with more than one man at the time of her conception. You two are unsure what today's results will reveal, but hope that either way they will help you repair the relationship with your daughter. Ms. Mansell, please tell me, how did your relationship with your daughter get to this point?
I have no idea. Things that were said, things that were done.
It's apparent that you feel badly about it. I see the emotion on your face.
Yeah.
Are there certain particular regrets that you have?
Yeah.
But you
I tried
understand
those
that
things too.
she has a right to know who her father is.
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson, how did you find out that the man who raised you may not be your father?
No matter what I say, I do love you. My mom goes through crazy moments and acts like her family never is there for her. Acts like her two daughters are never the only ones that just want her attention and to talk to her and be there for her. So she was treating us like crap. She was acting like we never were there for her. She wouldn't talk to us. She would only talk to her guy friends and her other friends. And not even the husband. You know, we all felt like we were just there for her to just lean on when she actually didn't have anyone around her. So I got fed up with it. She was calling me names. She was, bringing out stories like I was just a horrible daughter or something. So me and him met up.
You met up with
my mom's husband, my
your
stepfather.
stepfather.
Yes.
Okay.
We met up and we started talking. And I confessed everything I knew about the past.
Okay.
I knew she was cheating on him. I've seen text messages. I've seen the guys. I've seen her do things that I just shouldn't know a mother to do. She should have been the one to show me she was.
You're not perfect, and I'm not here to be degraded like this by my own child.
You know what I mean? I don't want to discredit you. Why do you keep doing it? Look at what you're still doing today.
Very difficult for you. I know this is difficult, and especially difficult having these allegations come from your daughter. But if you could put yourself in her shoes for a moment, do you think, as a parent, as a mother, it's more difficult for you to endure maybe this moment where she needs to talk about the circumstances surrounding her paternity? Or would it be more difficult to stand there as a young woman and honestly not know who your father is? You don't know who he is.
You understand why I think he could not be my father?
No,
You
I
know
don't.
what I'm
I
saying?
don't even know who my own dad is. Okay, there. Let's put that out there.
Well, there it is. Now
This one,
I understand.
just always make people feel bad for you. Doesn't she? She always does that. She's like,
But Ms. Unsell,
no. See, this is what you do. You always complain.
Yeah.
You never can talk.
Shut up.
Jerome, please go check on Ms. Munsell. Ms. Ferguson,
Yes, ma'am.
I need to understand. You were with stepfather,
Yes.
your stepfather,
Yes.
and you finally just said to him,
Yes, I let it all out. Everything I was keeping secrets from him. Yes, I was supposed to be her little secret keeper. I was supposed to be the only one to know that she was sleeping around. And I couldn't handle it anymore because I love him like I love him.
right?
I figure I have two dads, and now this dad is telling me that this dad might not even be my real father, because when he said that to me, I didn't have a doubt, because my mom was in the room with another guy when she even had another husband that was my sister's dad. So it's not like she's acting like she knows nothing because it's degrading her, because she's embarrassed. She can't face the facts of what she put me through. I thought cheating was okay. I cheated on every person I was with until today. And the person I'm with today can't stand my mom. She thinks I'm gonna. Yes, I am gay, by the way. I came out to my mom. That's the only thing she accepted me with.
And she did support you.
That's the only thing she's ever supported me with. And,
So I want to make sure I understand this.
Yes.
You were told by your stepfather
Mhm.
that Mr. Ferguson may not be your father.
yes.
All your life, you believed Mr. Ferguson was your father.
We were talking for about 4 hours, and he told me I became quiet as it hit me with realization, like, wow, I've seen her sleep with so many guys that this doesn't shock me at all. At all. The night he told me, I went to the ex-girlfriend I had at the time, and I told her exactly what he told me, and I got my pictures around and was just trying to look at every little figure that we could have like. I see cheekbones, other things too.
Mr. Ferguson, I want to hear from you.
Sure.
Can you step up, please? You thought, Miss Ferguson, this young woman was your daughter.
Yeah, but she was my daughter.
Why do you have to doubt? Let's put it all out. Let's put it all out on the table.
So I first met her at a party, and she slept with 4 guys that night.
I came here for you.
Did you think about humiliating me?
You hurt your daughter.
I just really hope you didn't.
When it comes to Alicia Ferguson, Mr. Ferguson, you
I really put my stay on. You're not going to talk anymore. See? Great.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. Thousands with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them against those responsible. Mesothelioma really is all we do.
Call 800-500-1601 or go to mesolaw.com.
With wet AMD, I worry I'm not only losing my sight, but my time to enjoy it. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments, so I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently. It's the only treatment designed to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Treatments like Vabysmo can cause an eye infection or retinal detachment. Vabysmo may cause a temporary increase in eye pressure after receiving the injection. There's an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots. Severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye can occur. Most common eye side effects were cataract and broken blood vessels.
Open up your world with Vabysmo.
A chance for up to 4 months between treatments with Vabysmo. Ask your doctor. Back to school means back to the doorway. Find new favorites that fit just right and save during our back to school customer appreciation event. Plus, earn Kohl's cash. Kohl's.
I still can't believe she's gone. This past few days have been a whirlwind.
There's so much to arrange. I just wasn't prepared.
No, but your mother was.
Yeah, good thing you and Mom got those policies. I had no idea how expensive all this would be.
I know. I didn't want to talk about it, but I'm glad she made us do it.
And the payment is on the way already. It really was as fast as they said.
Your mother always made sure we were prepared.
I can't believe you both were able to qualify with your health issues.
That's why we chose United of Omaha Life Insurance Company. There were no health questions, there were no medical exams, and our acceptance is guaranteed.
Help your family prepare for the financial burden when your time comes. If you are between 45 and 85, you automatically qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage with United of Omaha.
Quote today and get free installation.
CBS 4 News and Service begins with your forecast first.
Indiana State Fair started here in Central Indiana, and right on cue, temperatures have heated up across the area. High pressure gave us fair skies across the area this afternoon, and we saw the high temperature make it into the 90s, up to 90 for the high temperature Lafayette today. And then up to 91 here in the state capital. We're 89 right now, but it feels much warmer. The heat index is 95. Feels like 99 in Kokomo. We'll stay warm this evening. Our temperatures stay in the 70s on through 11 o'clock. And in the 7-day forecast, one more 90-degree day. I'm tracking a chance for storms plus a cool down. I'll show you when we'll see highs in the 70s on CBS 4 News at 6. And that starts right now.
Live from CBS 4, this is your news now.
Police protocols under examination in Hamilton County after a brazen theft of guns from multiple police cruisers. CBS 4 digging into whether officers were following policy, where that investigation stands right now.
And 2 teams are in custody tonight after gunshots almost hit 2 marked IMPD cars. Evidence was found inside the suspect's car is all right now at 6.
Now at 6, the investigation continues into last week's car burglaries in a Carmel neighborhood. Thieves broke into at least 3 police cars. Weapons also stolen out of those vehicles. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rob Donaldson.
And I'm Chelsea Helm. CBS 4's Russ McQuaid has been following this investigation for us, and he's been looking into police policy when it comes to leaving duty weapons in police cars parked outside officers' homes.
This is the Carmel Police Department's general orders. It sets the rules when it comes to officers with take-home cars and their weapons. It reads, quote, all firearms shall be secured in a safe location when the vehicle is not in operation. It'll take an internal investigation not only at Carmel PD but also at Westfield Police to see if those rules were followed. Those cars were burglarized at officers' homes last week. The Home Place community is a popular neighborhood where cops live in Carmel. Last week, cars of three of them, one a Carmel officer, another from Westfield, and a third from Noblesville, were burglarized. A handgun was stolen from the Westfield officer's car, an unidentified firearm from the car of the Carmel officer, and police gear but no guns from the unmarked Noblesville police car. Carmel's rules require that guns be secured and vehicles should be locked. Westfield's general orders are not readily available online. Noblesville's general orders read, all firearms shall be secured in a safe location when not in the direct control of the officer. This only makes sense to retired Vanderburgh County Sheriff Dave Wedding.
If the vehicle parked inside your garage, you have the garage door shut and locked, that would be an exception. But if it's left outside where someone has access to it, then we certainly would want them to remove any weaponry from that particular vehicle.
In 2020, then Sheriff Wedding issued this special order to his deputies, directing them that, quote, no firearm shall be left inside a vehicle between shifts, unless it was secured in a gun safe or locked box or mounted security rack. IMPD's general orders read that only locked boxes, locked racks, locked trunks, or other secure containers are appropriate for storing guns in vehicles.
Well, one of the most dangerous times for a police car that goes unattended is when the police officer, deputy sheriff, goes home at the end of their shift, they park their car and leave it outside overnight.
With thousands of stolen or misplaced guns in central Indiana every year, police typically lecture the public to not leave unsecured firearms unattended in vehicles.
Leaving weapons unattended, if you put them under the seat or in the side panel of the door, it's very risky, very dangerous, and not very smart. Common sense goes a long way.
Carmel PD tells me it's reevaluating its policy. In the newsroom, Russ McQuaid, CBS 4 News.
One man is in critical condition following a shooting on the near west side. Metro Police responded here to Michigan Street in Hallville overnight. They found the man shot on the porch of a house. IMPD says they also found a gun inside. The homeowners are cooperating with officers. Police have not said if they shot the man or what led to that shooting.
Metro Police also found a man shot overnight on East 21st Street. He was stable when he was on the way to the hospital. Police tell us 2 witnesses stayed on scene and are cooperating with officers.
Developing now, a pair of teens ages 16 and 17 face various weapons charges tonight after a shots fired call on the east side. CBS 4's Jesse Wells explains what led to those arrests.
The 2 teenage suspects were arrested following a brief police chase. The case, which started here at this intersection, serves as another example of how IMPD is trying to prevent violence by getting guns out of the hands of people that shouldn't have them. Early Saturday morning, IMPD officers on patrol here at New York and Sherman heard a series of gunshots from what sounded like an automatic weapon. Within seconds, police spotted this blue car speeding away. After the driver nearly hit 2 marked IMPD squad cars, officers used stop sticks to shred the tires on the suspect's car. Inside that car, police found a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old, along with 2 illegally possessed guns, including a handgun and a rifle. Police said the handgun was equipped with a machine gun conversion device, and the rifle had its serial number removed. While there's no indication anyone was hurt in the shooting this weekend, police insist busts like this can help prevent violent crimes.
IMPD remains laser focused on getting guns that are legally possessed off the street so they can't perpetrate violence on our neighbors.
Finally, although the 2 suspects are facing various preliminary charges, ultimately it will be up to the Marion County Prosecutor's Office to file formal charges in this case. Jesse Wells, CBS 4 News.
Indianapolis Animal Care Services says 2 dogs that attacked and killed a woman have been euthanized. IMPD confirms that attack happened as Kimberly Williams' dog sat for someone she knew. It happened Friday night at a home on Olin Avenue. Shelter staff say the 60-year-old was familiar with those dogs.
So any loss of life is tragic, especially one that's just with so much mystery behind it. Not sure why a dog to attack. Not sure if these animals were vicious or if they had a history of any of that. That's something our detectives are working on right now.
The investigation is still ongoing. We'll keep you updated as we learn more.
A woman now faces charges for a crash that seriously injured a teen walking to her school bus. Court documents show the 13-year-old suffered broken bones and internal bleeding in the June crash here at Washington and Kidley. Investigators say Melanie Mudd did not stop for the stopped school bus and hit that teen. Toxicology report shows Mudd had fentanyl and Delta-9 THC in her system. She now faces charges of operating a motor vehicle with a controlled substance and passing a school bus with its stop arm extended. Court record shows she was convicted of OWI in 2019.
In less than a month, this intersection at Mass Ave and 30th Street has seen 2 deadly crashes. One remains unsolved as a hit and run. As CBS 4's Eric Graves found out today, neighbors have been dealing with this in this area for years.
This memorial here along Massachusetts Avenue is for a man who died along this stretch less than a month ago. Neighbors say it's like a drag strip, and more people need to slow down before there are more of these memorials lining the road. This was the scene at Mass Ave and 30th Street Saturday. Police taped a number of evidence markers. Detectives believe a red sedan was going fast, crossed the center line, in a parked semi. The driver, DeAndre Purtle, was killed. Just more than 3 weeks earlier, a car turning out of Mass Ave hit a car driving on the street. That car flipped, and its driver, 31-year-old Ivan Castro, was killed. The other driver took off. IMPD is still looking for them, believing the car was a 2014 silver Chrysler 200. With 2 fatal crashes in 2 weeks, neighbors here hope the city will see the need for a change in this chaotic intersection. It's a 5-way intersection. Mass Ave never stops. There's a one-way. People go the wrong way down it all the time. People are always trying to turn left out of here in front of oncoming traffic on the Mass Ave, and it's just a really, really dangerous intersection. I have a hard time just pulling out of here. Most of the time I'll wait till there's no traffic to even try to leave. IMPD says both of the crashes that happened here in this area, the one from this past weekend and the one from a few weeks ago, are under investigation. Reporting on the east side, Graves, CBS 4 News.
Why shut up ass? I come use my goddamn self.
Says once the IMPD investigation is complete, the crashes and intersections will be analyzed by the fatal crash review team.
CBS 4 is your home of the Colts. We're just 6 days away now from the first preseason game at Lucas Oil Stadium.
That matchup against the Broncos will be a good test of where the Colts are so far. CBS 4's Alexa Ross joins us now in the studio. Hi, Alexa.
Hey guys, the energy
Call your big brother Tim.
all summer long, but
What she doing? I can't find a watch. Where's the watch?
and face someone in a different jersey. Week 3 of training camp kicked off yesterday. Today,
Patty's ain't over until 8.
on both sides of the ball before that Broncos game. Facing an offense only
I ordered some Chinese food. Some chicken up there. Some crab right on.
Franchise high 51 sacks last season, but the force Buckner says there's still plenty to improve on in 2024.
As a defensive line, obviously in the run game, we want to dominate the run game, and that's where it all starts. When it comes to the pass game, we'd be great in sacks and everything, but just kind of consistent pressure on the quarterback throughout the entire game. You know what I'm saying? Constantly being a problem, and I think obviously we have the guys that will do that.
No word yet on how many starters will play this weekend against the Broncos, but everyone's hoping for a little piece of live action. Coming up in sports, I'll have more from one-on-ones.
Dog like game running around in freshman, that's a half.
Schools moving forward with plans to add cameras to bus stop arms. As the district begins a new year on Wednesday,
It's in the bathroom.
100 students will get on a school bus. The school system noticed an increase in drivers running past stop arms on US 31. So the initial plan is to outfit the buses using that route.
We hope, working with our local law enforcement and our prosecutor's office, that we can not only educate people on proper usage as they're driving on how to handle a stop arm, but also maybe a little bit of punishment out there as well.
The first round of installation may occur during fall or winter break. In the interim, school police will be alert for reckless drivers.
Law enforcement making their presence known to start the school year. IFPD went out for special traffic enforcement patrols around schools. Chief Chris Bailey went to one enforcement effort on the east side. That's where a 7-year-old girl was tragically killed crossing the street 3 years ago.
Watch kids crossing the street, especially at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, and be ready to see IMPD officers, state police officers, and other local law enforcement, state law enforcement out in these school zones and protecting our school buses as our kids go back to school.
School bus safety patrols happening right now all across the state.
The work on State Road 32 almost complete. You're going to hear what more.
Which is respectable. Some people she can too. She's at a. But I already say. Proud the girl. When Shemaya still go.
Next chance of rain and some relief from the heat. The timeline for the storms and the temperature change and the weather authority forecast.
Imagine a place with no cell phones, no social media, and zero contact with the outside world.
I can't believe that.
It's right here.
Let's go.
94 cameras capture the house guests' every move. There's absolutely no place to hide.
I just put my game hat on.
Expect the unexpected. Only on Big Brother. New Big Brother, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Get peace of mind with your annual Stanley Steamer dryer bay cleaning. You remove wind buildup to reduce the risk of fire and extend the life of your dryer.
There's some chicken up there. See if you like the chicken.
I saw the grill in the car, and next thing I knew, I was on
The crab ragoon is mine, but see if you like a piece of that chicken. Yeah, see if you like a piece of that chicken.
Yeah, what?
See if you like a piece of that chicken. The crab ragoon is mine, but see if you like a piece of that chicken. Okay, thank you. And thank you for going over there yesterday.
Kroger is worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
We are starting a new electrical division under our Williams Computer brand.
We're excited just to jump in and be a part of this great work that's been a foundation of great customer service, good solutions. We're excited to be a new partner.
Playing around the golf today, make sure you reapply your sunscreen at the turn. It could lose its effectiveness, especially if you're sweating. The Weather Authority UV forecast has you covered.
The UV forecast on CBS 4 is sponsored by Palo Windows and Doors of Indianapolis.
The Naked Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Amazing offers and a great selection of Ford vehicles.
And they sent back the number in my phone.
Just can't miss. Our biggest adventures are waiting. So make it yours. It is now. Now, lease a Ford Bronco Sport for just $329 a month for at your local Ford dealer.
Right now, pet danders, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. Their air ducts are clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Well, property in Noblesville, State Road 32 project begins to wrap up. Phase 3 just finished with one more section left to go.
CBS Sports' Claire Curry spoke with the city and NDOT about what's still needed. Orange-barreled and construction vehicles are soon clearing out of the historic square, opening up traffic to the heart of downtown. This comes after months of closures. With the community over 200 years old, there's also century-old infrastructure and drainage systems that come along with that.
NDOT partnered with us to come in and do a complete road rehab to dig out old surfaces. There were old bricks underneath there, redo sidewalks, redo curbs.
Construction workers even dug up old gas tanks that thankfully didn't cause much of a delay. A major goal for this project was to make the area safer for people walking around and make it accessible to all.
Across the city of Indiana,
Making things more ADA compliant is really important, and it's something that we are kind of including more in our project.
The blockages began in April for the project, which impacted restaurants and shops in the square for the last 4 months.
First, secondary was a little bit slower, but ever since it opened up, we've got our business back. It's been nice.
Throughout the construction, the city worked with their small businesses to help keep them afloat. Now all that's left is the final touches.
It heads to the west, and we saw this morning there are some lane restrictions, but I'll tell you, after you spend, several months with a full closure, new lane restrictions will be able to get improved.
NDOT said that phase 4 is expected to be complete sometime in the next month or so. Reporting in Noblesville, they're hurrying to be 4 News.
Several Indiana veterans groups have partnered to launch the Play In for Charity Alliance. The goal is to bring electronic charity gaming machines to veterans groups statewide. Organizers say if the proposal passes, it could attract younger veterans to American Legion and VFW posts and bring in more money. Those groups can then donate.
We give out thousands of dollars in scholarships every year, but it's not enough. We need to get more because college, a $5,000 scholarship doesn't do anything for you. So we need to find funds to increase our scholarship funds.
It's a win-win situation for everybody. The nonprofits that we donate and for the leaders.
The Indiana Gaming Commission says it has not yet spoken to the Alliance about electronic charity gaming.
Carmel Council considering a proposal to create a designated outdoor refreshment area, or DORA. The boundaries are from 1st Street northwest to West Carmel Drive and 3rd Avenue southwest to South Rangeline Road. The drink would allow drinks, will be allowed within the DORA boundaries from bars and restaurants that sign up. We now know Carmel's DORA would be in effect at the Times. We'll show you here in just a moment. Nearly a dozen businesses have been signed up for that so far. The ordinance also says there would be signs clearly designating the DORA's boundaries and directing people to its hours, map, and lists of businesses. Noblesville recently became the first Hamilton County community to have its DORA request approved by the state. It's expected to take effect this fall. Westville's council has approved one.
Is there some ice? Is there ice? Is there some ice? Okay. I found a new tea, it's strawberry. Arizona. I found a new tea, it's Arizona tea.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right here. I gotta give me and I gotta give me some water. But please see if you like that chicken. See if you like a piece of that chicken. See if it's done. See if that chicken is done right.
I guess it is, Adrian. The one you just ordered?
Yes.
Yeah, but I just don't want none.
I know, thank you.
All right.
Top winds will storm are now 50 miles per hour. It will crawl up the east coast over the next couple of days and spread that heavy rainfall northward. So over the course of this week's weather, we're going to see up to 10 inches of rainfall over the southeast. That's going to cause a major problem with that rain coming in over the next couple of days. Here at home today, we had the heat. Second day for us to hit 90, made it up to 91 this afternoon. Right now, we're at 89 degrees, a southwest wind at 9. Lots of moisture in the air, so the heat index right now feels like 94. We had 10 days of temperatures in the 90s so far this summer season, about half what we normally get over the